All right, we got to kill that because we've got Mr. Chad Bird, the man of the hour, TREZOR.QUEST, a video game treasure hunt, possibly the first one ever, because you beat the chicken hair one that's coming up in next month or whatever. So,
oh wow,
yeah, for sure. So we know you were on some shows earlier, which is awesome. So we may ask you some repeat questions, which we talked about. Just letting everybody in the chat know. Everybody do the bird call. So yeah, thanks for coming on the show and answering questions. Man. Yeah, I think it's great to have a creator, that'll come and appease everybody with all their. You probably get the same questions over and over again. But I can't say how much I love the website. You're in the video game. It's pretty cool. I was just wondering, is this all your grand plan idea, or did you have somebody help you come up with the
100%. I did every bit of it.
All by yourself?
Wow. Oh yeah. And well, I mean, my son is going to school right now as a, computer scientist or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But I did all the heavy lifting.
So you and him coded the website as well yourselves?
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Wow, nice. That's a big task.
Yeah. So and we're only on level 1.
You're right. Yeah. So how many levels are there? Any more than 5? More than 10?
Yes.
Oh, more than 10. All right. Breaking news.
More than 5. More than 5.
And like I said, we weren't able to watch the other shows because, we got soccer and we got things going on. So we may ask you the same questions. So just so everybody knows. But that's pretty awesome that you've done this after a video game. Zelda, I'm assuming you're a big fan of from back in the day.
Oh yeah, man. Contra, Zelda, Solomon's Key, Mario Brothers. Those are all represented there on the site. And in Rygar.
Well, and do you need to have that's what some people have asked me, especially like my gamer kid goes, wait. I've never played Zelda. Do you have to have knowledge of those games, or you research those games to be able to find the Easter eggs?
Yes. And a part of this, like I was saying to Emma and Jam just now, is that is the point of this, right? This is a game. It with real prizes. What? I can't say prizes. I have to say giveaways. Real giveaways.
Gifts. Yeah, gifts.
Yeah, gifts.
Right.
Yeah. Giveaways. There's just giveaways.
Yeah, there you go.
You ever have a name like Chesley and Chelsea, and it's so close to the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh darn it, you just keep calling the same wrong name, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll say the rock is buried, but it's not buried. I promise.
Right.
I want to reemphasize that sometimes I say buried. It is not buried. So don't email me thinking it's some crazy cipher or a clue, or that anybody else has a clue or a cipher, because it's not buried.
Well, it's like when I say the chase, because I'm used to saying the chase, and I mean the hunt, because we called the chase Forest Fence chase. So it's hard to stop that once you have it conditioned. Okay, I have one. I have a big one.
Go ahead.
So there's been some people working and kind of sharing. Right now, there's been 5 Easter eggs found from your website.
That we're aware of, anyway.
That we're aware of. Would that even be half of the Easter eggs? Are we close to the end of level 1?
Well, they're still missing one of the bosses of level 1.
Yeah, we haven't found the first boss yet, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I
wonder, what do we do when we find the boss? That'll be fun.
You gotta beat it.
Playing a video game.
You got to beat it, he said.
Oh, okay, cool.
The first person to beat it gets a giveaway.
Okay.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And you'll know because it's on the website. They kind of you'll know by IP, or maybe they put in a username or something.
Well, I mean, they have instructions. The game has instructions.
Gotcha. Oh, email. Yeah, that's awesome. So everybody, what are you waiting for? Everybody thought, 5 years. We got to wait 5 years. No, the game is on right now. If you want to beat a boss,
1,000%.
Get a giveaway, get a gift. Right now.
Get a gift. Yeah.
Okay, and, so maybe we should stop for a second, because Chad just came on a week ago and kind of boom, and now there's been interviews, the website's up, etc. So there is a new treasure hunt. It is a large treasure.
Very.
We won't say how much, because that could get in some legal, but it's big, and big like some of the other major amusement park rides. It is video game based. kind of the retro video games. So if you're into Mario Brothers, and see, now my parents are bad parents. They didn't let me play video games, and I wish I could tell them that now. But anyway, just kidding. And so this has been, a lot of people have been diving into it. One of the questions, or one of the people on our site, on our Discord, has said, I'm a software programmer, and no matter how much you try to hide some of these things, that's how I'm finding a lot of it. Do you think software developers have a little bit of an advantage?
Well,
they do, but they won't after level 3.
Oh, nice. Okay.
They'll listen. So level 1 is always easy, guys.
Yeah, right.
Right. If you ever play video games, level 1 is supposed to be easy. Now, again, to be very, very clear, it's out there. Like,
right.
Whichever direction there is, where I'm standing. Don't think that, he pointed his arm in a direction and that's where it is.
Yeah, right. It's that way. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, bro. So let's figure out which way he was standing in his room. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just doing good old boy redneck. It's out there. Okay. But
there it is, everybody. That is the website. People are asking what's the link, because they didn't realize, I think, what was going on and how. Get in there and play right now. So there it is, everybody.
Absolutely. And here's the thing, someone could go find it, and then, like I said, pack all our bags up and it's done. Do I think they're going to right off the rip? Nah. I mean, I think it's so hard to find anything, right? I use this analogy, and I really believe this, right? All of us have lost our keys. We know what they look like, and all of us know what our house looks like, and all of us have lost our keys in our house, right? So, that's kind of the thing that's even with Justin's, right? It's so much fun, like literally out there, like, what is the container, bro? Like, you get kind of mad because you're like, oh, I just wish I knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's part of his hunt, and it's going to take time. And I do believe this is going to take time. I do believe that over the course of time, someone will find it, but I wanted to make sure that time had an end date, right? I didn't want to be Forrest and, be 85 years old and somebody come rolling my property. I'm like, man, I know it's on your property somewhere. I didn't want to be that guy. So that's why the keys exist. So
you wanted to be over.
So I misunderstood it before. I think it's clear now, but I want to repeat it to you, what's in my mind, and see if it's right or
yes, ma'am.
So there's the riddle and what you're working on now. There are 5 keys. 5 keys is a way, once you get all 5, you would know where it is, but that's not related to the riddle. This is just a confirmer to be able to verify and give it an end date. What you're working on is over here. It's up on the website. You're video gaming. You're finding Easter eggs. Now, the one other question I had, though, is when you said side quests, are the side quests the levels with the giveaways?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm now crystal clear.
Yeah, absolutely.
So somebody asked, can you do everything you need to do with these side quests and bosses if you're on the phone? Does it work on mobile?
Yep, I have that one on my list. Yep.
Not in level 1.
Okay, so you have to be on a PC, Apple, or Windows for level 1.
Well, we're in the 80s right now.
Oh, I see. We're in the 80s, so it would be Windows.
We're basically 85, 86 right now.
See, Chad Bird is taking us back, everybody, taking us back to my childhood. I hope you guys are as old as I am. It's pretty cool to be back. So we're back. Okay. We're back in the 80s.
I like it. Oh, that means the 90s are coming. I was old enough to go to my friends' houses, and I played a couple of those games. So I'm excited. We'll get there. But okay, wait. I have other questions.
Okay.
So you talked about in your interview, if someone finds it right off, you may want to hold, because if there's a lot of
I just really I'm a big so I've told the story. So I got involved with, Froggy asked me this question earlier today in his interview. I'll just kind of repeat it. Okay. So he asked me when I was made aware of cryptocurrency. Really the original first to market was Bitcoin, right? That was truly a cryptocurrency for us to get. So I was made aware of that in 2009. There was a guy that I used to listen to. His name was Max Kaiser. Now he does a bunch of stuff for the Russian media, whatever else. But He was the one who really kind of put me onto it. And like, I just always thought that I've always been kind of a gold bug and a silver bug. And, I really believed, you're welcome, Go Finder. I've really believed, ever since this project started, and didn't necessarily know in 2009 how to do it. There wasn't a lot of information, but I set up my first server in 2010, and pretty much any computer that I could, any,
Right.
yeah. I mean, I don't want to admit to any wrongdoing, but I just, yeah. So I know that there's a lot of swings with this stuff, and but I believe there is coming a time where it stabilizes. I'm a real big fan of Ethereum, Solana, obviously Bitcoin.
XRP.
Yeah, I mean XRP is definitely something dude. I mean, I literally was telling my friends like in 2016, 2017, like on Facebook, hey, you know what? There's this new like transaction based, crypto. I think it's going to really help the banking systems,
Right.
and you should be on it. I mean, you should go buy it. It's like 0.001 cent right now. You know what I mean? And yeah, so definitely been a big proponent of crypto, and like I told him in Jam, what I figured out even with Mr. Posey is that he has a sort of a side message of like, hey, let's take care of our lands, which I agree with 1000%. When I'm out there hiking in Yellowstone and I see somebody's sandal, boy, it just pisses me off. When I see trash out there, it just upsets me, right? So I agree with that. But my kind of side message is, hey, this is about to be real life for you guys. Everyone should understand that I do believe physical currency is ending in our lives. Are going to transfer and transition more into crypto. So when I tell people to hold, it's because I just know that we have lots of swings in the market, but in the end, it will congeal, it will solidify, and anyway.
Now,
I know with XRP, now that the supposed lawsuit is over and done, everybody thinks it's going to skyrocket, but we'll see. It hasn't.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't like, man. I really think, I just think that like there are, projects like XRP and Ethereum and Solana. I mean, these are projects, in my opinion, that are going to help build out the future. And
now,
I'm big about building out the future.
When your treasure is found, are you going to announce it right then, like that, or if the person wants to wait, however long, are you going to announce it when it's been found?
I'm never going to announce who finds it.
Not who finds it, but that it was found.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. So will you only know when they move it out of the wallet, or will you know when it's found without them contacting you in somehow, some way?
I will not know unless they move it out of the wallet.
Right, and they will. Whoever finds it's going to move it, so you'll know.
I don't want to lie about that. Like, right? I think it'd be really. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, I have an ability to kind of like, sort of have my own little verification system.
Okay.
Like we travel a lot, Elizabeth and I, so it's real easy for, me to sort of disguise some of my movements in order to ensure that the game is still afoot.
Nice.
So
now going back to the level. So once somebody beats the boss, level 2 unlocks.
We got 2. We'll have 2 bosses in this level.
2 bosses. Okay.
There's one.
Does that open it? I'm assuming that opens it for everyone, or does it only open it for that one person?
For everybody. I mean, that would be, I'm okay at this. I'd have to be extremely awesome at it. But how cool would that be, right?
Let me show the website real quick. So you have 5 stages right here on the website.
And
when somebody defeats the boss, will the new stage be listed right here?
No, actually, you go into a new era, buddy.
A new era. Oh, okay, so the whole website kind of changes.
Absolutely,
because we're progressing from the 80s maybe to the 90s,
maybe even to now.
Maybe till now. Do you ever play the game Myst?
I did not.
Never played Myst. Myst was cool. Yeah, Myst was cool.
I didn't.
Okay, interesting. The whole game changes, so we'll all know because the game's going to change.
Now, you said some things may disappear on the site, so follow along. So, will you need that at the ultimate end?
Oh yeah, I definitely expect people to follow along.
Yeah,
like this is a game.
If you don't get in early, you're not going to be able to find this later.
Well, unless somebody archives it and then shares it, right?
Oh, okay.
I mean, which a lot of people do, but yeah. So like I told Emma and Jam,
Defender was a good game.
Yeah, it's pretty hard too, actually.
Yeah.
No. So the riddle, the poem that's up there right now is definitely a way to solve it. For sure. Definitely can solve it with that. But is there a way to make it anew? There will be a way to make it anew.
So are you saying when we get to level 2, there's a new riddle? There's a new poem?
Absolutely.
I'm starting to understand a little bit better now. When somebody defeats, you said there's 2 bosses. When somebody defeats both bosses, the website then transitions into level 2, and everything changes. Everything's nice.
Absolutely.
You put some thought into this for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think that any good hunt should have thought.
That's great. That's awesome.
I mean, you don't have to be a genius to figure it out.
Okay, you don't have.
Nah, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah, right. And there's a checkpoint somewhere. No.
Well, you know what? You know what I love. I'll be honest with you, man. Like, I really have a ton of respect for Justin Posey. I don't know the guy. I've never even been in the same room as the guy, but a guy who will go out and ensure and enshrine his brother's memory. Man, that's my kind of dude. Okay? Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think he's doing it for the right reasons. I'm not saying that JCB is not doing it for the quote unquote right reasons. I just think theirs is a business. I think it's a business, and
I see.
You know what I mean? And I didn't do this for a business, right? I did this sort of in the spirit of, I finally have something to live up some old dreams of actually, hiding something for someone worthy enough for someone to find it. And I now have enough means to continue that the hunt and give, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars away along the way. So
that's nice.
Yeah.
Did you purchase any of Forest Fenn's treasure when it went up for auction?
I didn't, man. To be honest with you, it wasn't because I didn't necessarily want anything like that. Was that? But it wasn't things that I collected per se. I mean, I collect gold and stuff like that. I put a short up today actually on my channel. And it's a much younger me. It was like 2017. Elizabeth and I, we had figured out, the saw. We were on the hunt, and we were sitting at our kitchen table there in Sumner, Texas. And I said, you know what? Well, shoot, let's just call Patrick's parents, and we'll go get them on the plane, and we'll just fly over there. And Patrick's parents were cool with this. I mean, obviously they trusted us. The kids were like 12 at the time, so we only had one son, but he had an entourage of kids, right? So our house was like the house, and while I had one, I had 18. Okay. Yeah. And they had the whole upstairs basically to themselves to go be kids. You know what I mean? And in the end, so yeah. And so I remember we got off the plane, we were in our little car, and the boys are in the back. They have no idea. And there's like, so then we get to the spot that we think we're supposed to be hunting in Salida, Colorado. These boys are like, after like 5 minutes, are like, God, man, it's hot out here. It's hot. And they're like, oh, come on, guys, let's keep looking. So yeah, so I'll pop that video up on my YouTube. It's a little short, of us younger, like almost 10 years younger. So
nice. Those are good memories.
No, I didn't buy any of Force's stuff. Yeah, I mean, I really wish I could have met him. I tell people this a lot, and a lot of people don't know who Forrest is, and I end up telling them, but they also don't know this other guy I'm about to say. And another person I really wish I could have met was Guy Clark. And he wrote a song. Yeah, he was a songwriter. in the 70s and 80s, actually 60s, 70s, and 80s. Just an incredible musician, an incredible talent. He wrote LA Freeway. I can just get off this LA Freeway. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
70s and 80s?
Yeah, man, it's so good.
Okay.
Check him out. So he has a song called The Cape. Kind of reminds me of myself. If anybody out there has any more interest in like why I do what I do, I think The Cape is a pretty big indicator of who Chad Bird is.
Nice.
Okay, interesting.
So Chad asked, are you going to do a meetup so people can meet you?
Yeah, maybe later. Man, I get so busy. I'm trying to stay in contact with people digitally. That's why I'm trying to be accessible. I do. I'm very busy right now with work. I design dairies, and right now we have 2 new projects, actually 3 coming up in New South Wales, Australia. So just trying to get all that kind of logistics figured out for that. So probably won't be engaged with anybody in the sense of like making a meetup or anything. I'm trying to make this like, again, it is a game. And I have ways to ensure that the game continues even if I die or I go blind. Okay. So, which is going blind is a real threat that I have to worry about. So I've given it a lot of consideration, but I do plan on coming to TREZOR.Con, not this year, but the next year. And I meant to ask you guys before we went live, what you think would be a really awesome giveaway, because I'd like to try to figure something like that. So just kind of kick those tires.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, and guys, I know several of you are asking about the con. Chad is already going to be in Australia. They're kind of the opposite of us on their productive season, and so he is already there, already scheduled. But we have some things, but we'll talk offline because there's some. The con, Mike and I just spent this solid 3 days. We went back down to Fremont Street.
Wow.
So much is happening, and I can't believe how many people have participated in sending something, the swag bags, all of that. We won't derail that, but Chad and we've been talking. So no, we won't be at the con, which is a bummer, but hopefully we can do a little something.
Not this year.
But we'll make. But there might be something he might be willing to do that we thought could be fun, but we don't want to say it out loud until we don't want to put you on the spot. We'll do it.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, we got months to plan it, so if you wanted to do something for sure, yeah.
Okay, yes, sir. Yeah, no problem.
So on the website, do you have a counter? Can you say how many hits the website has hit?
I mean, but that's all back end stuff.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
I haven't even looked at the actual. I haven't looked at. Now I will tell you that once we go to the next level, I'm gonna geofence some countries like India and maybe Russia.
You're gonna keep them out?
Yeah.
Those IP. Gotcha. Okay.
But just the way that this code is written, it's kind of hard to do that. So anyways,
well, but it's only been a week. That was going to be my question. Is you said in about 6 months you're going to do PR. So like kind of the OGs of the treasure hunting community right now kind of have a little bit of a head start.
Absolutely.
What does PR look like for you? Are you like everybody does it a little different?
So I'll do it all in house. I don't have an agent with that regard. And like I was telling Emma and Jam, I actually I have a little bit of a different edge than a lot of people have, because while I have a Facebook, I do not have a personal Facebook anymore. But I have a ton of business pages where I run, some business and stuff. And right now, just really going to just only share with regard to social media on like YouTube. Because, you can control kind of the comments and you can kind of control the interactions and stuff like that. But with regard to doing press releases and getting more information out there to the general public, I've been promoting concerts for, almost 30 years.
Oh, okay.
And that's kind of how I built these pages to pretty astronomical numbers. So yeah, it's not really that hard, to be honest with you, to get press releases out there. I mean, there's companies you pay, you have it typed up, and you pay $1,500, and they put in pretty much everywhere with whatever keywords you want. So I'm not trying to do some major platform, like maybe even Netflix or anything. Like, no major platform, just some good old fashioned ground and pound, PR stuff. So, and when people aren't interested in treasure hunting, then they won't even, they're not even going to be engaged anyways, right? So, I do think it's neat how many people are actually within the treasure hunting community, and then how many that actually stay involved.
Right.
It kind of come and go, right?
Right.
So,
like you were talking about carrying the bucket, there's long-term treasure hunters. We had like 30 creators just on YouTube during the Forest Fen hunt, and like the bucket emptied.
Yeah.
And then now we're building back up, and it's so great to see so many different voices and perspectives. But I hope it's more longer term, because carrying that bucket. But we're in a different day. We're on level 2 of treasure hunting community. Level 3, I don't know. Level 4.
Oh shoot, you guys are way past level 6 by now. I mean, seriously.
So on the website there was a little nod to JCB's treasure hunt, right, with one of the Easter eggs, one of the locations. So I'm looking for the one that's a nod to Forest Fen. I figure it's there somewhere. I just got to find it.
I mean, I think like Forrest is more of an in-game type guy, though. You know what I mean? Like he's sort of he hasn't really come into my life just yet.
So maybe later, at a later stage.
Oh, so he wasn't in your life at 86. We gotta.
Right. That's right. Later on, that makes sense.
And like JCB is like, he's never going to be a big influence on me. That guy. Never, ever.
Got it.
So, but yeah, I mean, with Forrest was a big influence. I mean, I never met the guy, but I'm telling you, I just, when you just know you're kind of cut from the same cloth, you just kind of don't give a rip on some things, and there's some things that you really do care a lot about, and I just kind of felt like I come from that same thread, and that's one reason why even though I've never even met Justin for example, I just kind of felt like he is sort of the same, kind of has the same spirit, if you will. You know what I mean? And I'm happy to be. I'm just really looking forward to the future, but we have to wait on time.
It's going to be great. It's going to be
okay. So I have more questions from your last one. So you shared that if someone shares the rock riddle with you, then you would share more. Should they share it with you then, though? Or
they already have, and I don't mind answering that right now.
Okay.
So I was going to do this Friday, and I'll go ahead and recap it just in case people. That way it'll be there for posterity purposes. But so they guessed it. No one didn't guess it. I mean, they figured it out.
Yeah.
It isn't a geode.
It is not.
Okay. It is.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
It isn't a geode.
All right. He confirmed it, everybody. That's what we thought. Okay.
And it's a special geode. There's a lot of geodes that are like round, real round. I talked a little bit today with Froggy about how I kind of became obsessed with rocks. So you can kind of watch that to kind of see that somewhere in the middle of the conversation. But this geode was special because it had a flat bottom. So it has a nice flat bottom. And so then I took a wet saw and, and then, make it like a lid. And then, put the contents.
I got it. You cut it.
Oh, and nice. Then put the contents in it and protected it with some insulation foam. And then, some really awesome, silicone work to where you can't tell that it's cut open.
Nice.
But you know that you have and this is the next part. This is the most important part. that you know that you have the right rock, it says open on the bottom of it.
Oh, nice. It says open. Okay. So you have to crack it open, whoever finds it?
Yeah. I mean, you can.
It open? Yeah.
You can crack it open.
Okay.
I mean, in reality of it is that, you know, if you had the Geode and you had found it, it's probably worth like, I don't know, $70, $80 or something. You know what I mean? But I protected it all in a way, you know, the elements, so not mess with it. So
nice.
Yeah. So that's it.
Okay. So so a lot of people search alone, but they search with, they don't really search alone because they search with their dog. We have a lot of animal lovers in this game.
You can absolutely take your dog.
Awesome. Okay.
Your hamster, your cat, your fish. I mean, just get after
anyone with your pet fish. Chad says you can go along with them.
I'm just saying, you know.
Okay.
It seems that the Easter eggs that have been found have just kind of been through trial and error. But for the boss, would you say there's some kind of hint on the website? Or
no.
Just got to.
I mean, they got, you know, in the end, more or less, you know, quote unquote savvy guys. I think they're real savvy right now. Level 1. You know?
Now a few people are saying if this is level 1, I have no chance. So, but we all kind of have a chance, right? Because we're all
trying. The actual thing is like you can solve it without, you know, being involved technically with the actual game. But I didn't want to make this, you know, set it and forget it. I mean, for me, this really is like a creative outlet. And like I stated many times, you know, I mean, I'm a kind of guy who's sort of at a position in life now to where I can be more involved with. I mean, I've been siloing you guys for forever. You know what I mean? And just, you know, and I had this plan, and then all this other things happened, and I was like, okay, well, give us some time. I'm just going to give some space here because, like, I thought it might be disrespectful in some ways, right? And so. And I really got big into Justin's because I was like, oh, man, it's over there. And so, you know, kudos to him, man. I mean, his is hidden real well in whatever it is, in whatever container it is. But at the same time, you know, I think that I wanted to create something for someone who was like myself, kind of, you know, in this age of life where, you know, something to do, you know what I mean? Besides just, you know, do work, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make it interactive, and I want people to, like I say, I mean, along the way, there's going to be a lot given away. There's going to be a lot given away.
And it's fun. I mean, it's fun to play a game. It's fun to play a game that has a real gift and not just I get points and I get a high score. This is real world gifts that could
go. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's pretty awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
So in the latest video you did, I happened to notice maybe a little Easter egg there that I saw some crypto in that video. You know what I'm talking about, right? Has anybody mentioned that to you? Yeah, exactly. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything, but is it?
Nobody's even brought it up yet.
Maybe that's what's in the rock. Do I win something? Did I get a level? No.
You know what you win, Mike? You know what you win, Mike? You win a pretty face.
Yeah, that's
you win a pretty face.
I was surprised nobody had mentioned it in the Discord. I didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't. I think most people were focused on you and what you were saying instead of something else.
I think some of the best things are hidden in plain sight.
Exactly.
Wow.
So there might be 4 things that we know about right there, possibly.
Wow.
So, nice.
Good job, Mike. I was like, no, that was probably he's like,
no, I'm like, of course that's it. He's telling us something.
But the best part was when you asked, Chad's response was, I mean,
and what's even better is that, you know, I'm winking because I don't have another eye.
Right. Nice.
Yeah.
And XRP is one of them, everybody. All right. Everybody can go check that video out for themselves.
Yeah, go check the video out. It'll be obvious now, guys. Wow, good job, Mike.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I caught that right away. Probably because I had you up on a big screen, so it was a little bit easier.
Oh, man. You saw my fat head on a big screen. Gosh darn, boy.
That's right.
Sorry. I didn't break your television, did I?
Now you said, though, there's 5 projects. You only showed 4, so there's still one that's a mystery? Is that how we're...
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't confirmed anything.
No, it just happens to be on the screen. Yeah. It's crazy. There's definitely Easter eggs in video games. You have to pay attention.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, this, I got to tell you, I'm really impressed, Chad, with what you've done here. I mean, we kind of thought, oh, it's a video game and you have to wait 5 years for keys. Now we understand how in depth it is and a little bit more of what's going on. And it's really something special you created.
I have a couple more questions, though, that people will get upset otherwise. Now, there's a rumor that you were in a voice chat Discord and you said that someone asked you, well, just because it hasn't been on your video, I'm sure it's going to come up. But somebody said to me, like, I haven't seen him say it, but I heard he said it. So can you just confirm that he said it? So if you're on a handheld or like a phone versus a computer, the key is silver or the key is gold. You have said that is not a hint.
It's not a clue. That has to do with, so just so you know, whenever you use coding, you have to go, those fonts are somewhere else, right? And because okay, I want to make sure I'm real clear about this too, because I mentioned how India and Russia and all these guys are all still access the site. I'm never going to email. There will never be, my website will never collect your data.
Okay.
Meaning I'm not, you will never be asked for an email or whatever.
Credit card.
I clear it a lot, and nothing. This is not a monetized. This is not a business. It's not a business. Not a monetized on. This is not a business. This is literally something that I have made a decision of, and I talked a little bit about that with Froggy more in depth about that, to give a part of myself away, in pieces over the next 15 years. But where I was going with that was that there are certain ways that you have to, when you code things, that the icons, like the key, for example, will appear different, on desktop than it will. Depends on what operating system you have, right?
Yeah.
And what that operating system's license is with certain emojis and icons.
Okay.
So there are some things that will not vary, but yeah.
It reminded me of Atari 2600 Adventure. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
There was the key in the castle and the little dragons looked like ducks were chasing it around. Yeah, that's what the key reminded me of. I remember Adventure on the 2600. It was
I'm telling you, like, I didn't do any Atari stuff because, to be honest with you, my mom worked at Goodwill like when I was a kid. That's what I tell them. Damn. So like all the games that I got or the stuff that I got like in the late 70s, early 80s were like, not really there. I mean, I remember we had a Pong thing, but we were missing the other paddle. So like,
jeez,
I swear, I tried to figure out how to get that thing to work, man. Never worked. But yeah. Anyways, so we're basically starting there in 85. So.
Okay, 85. All right. And I think it was 82 when I got my first Atari 2600, but okay.
Nice. Probably the biggest question that people are still trying to wrap their head around that I have seen or I've gotten is there's one way to get in there that you need to pay, and there's one way that you don't need to pay. Legally, you don't need to pay. You just kind of find a loophole, or is it kind of you don't really have to confirm to pay? Like they're trying to wrap their head around that. Is there anything you can say?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's definitely it's not in an area, like, meaning, like, for example, I think Justin's treasure is in Yellowstone. I think that. I'm not saying it is, and I'm not saying that I'm right. Okay, first and foremost, like so many people get, think you're right. I'm not saying I'm right. I mean, I just think it's worth hunting. If I go hunt there and I'm wrong, then it is what it is, right? But that is an area, you know what I mean, type thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's an actual designated area that we know it has a label. So it is Yellowstone. So it's not like that, right? So, and I have to pay to get into that area, right? But where it's at, you don't have to pay. Like, I mean, take your pet lizard with you if you want to, like I said, do whatever you want to do.
Nice, Tracy. Guys. Bring them in.
Yeah, nice. Thank you, Tracy Moore, with the $10 super chat. We
love
appreciate it. Thank you. SD says, I felt bad. I could have talked to Chad for hours, but my family was literally sitting down at a restaurant waiting for me to join them, so I had to go. But Chad is super easy to talk to. That's for sure.
Well, and we have a lot, not only with the puzzles, we have a lot of public interviews that everybody can hit rewind. I mean, you probably did this back in the day, Chad, like I did. When you looked at interviews in Forest Fen, how many times did we replay them and kind of synthesize the information and things? And we have a lot. It's only Monday, guys, and we have a lot. And then you're going to be coming on your show Fridays, every Friday.
Every week.
Right?
Yep. As long as like, now if I'm out of the country, I'll probably still do like a little short. You know, but it won't be, you know, some sort of setup. I've been trying to make it like a little better, like as far as, you know, have a better mic and stuff like that. So trying to get better.
Well, I think it shows you and how you are, your personality. With the first one I thought was great. There was things like I had to come down and ask Mike, what does DLC mean? And he's like, oh, don't you know? And then he went, don't laugh, Mike. I am learning from you, Obi-Wan video games.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's some new things for me, and I'm learning. I've actually been playing against my kids on a video game, and they're actually like, you're getting better because I hate to lose. I'm learning. I'm old. Like they call me the dinosaur, but I'm learning.
I love it. I love that.
So would you say, Chad, when somebody finds an Easter egg, it's okay for them to share it, like publicly?
Oh yeah,
like
I mean you can. I mean,
or would it be a benefit to not share it and keep that to themselves? What do you think? Because it is.
I think it'd be a benefit to not share it.
Okay. All right. Interesting. So it is a game, and you want to solve things, figure things out, and maybe keep it to yourself. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, but they want to share. It's you know, this is an organism in a way. You know, same way with trying to find Justin's, you know, hunt. I mean, I don't know if he realized how much people would go be digging and how deep they would dig. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I kind of had, it was kind of like, you know, what is that word where, gosh darn, there's a word. But anyway, so it was a revelation to me, you know, like, wow, okay, well, you know, I just get ready for them to pick it apart. You know what I'm saying? And so then I'm like, you start questioning yourself as a creator, like, oh my God, I'm really find this tomorrow. You know what I mean? Even though you think like, I did this good, and you know, maybe I didn't. You know, well, there it goes.
Time will tell. Yeah.
Yeah. It's only been a week, so.
Yeah, right. It's still early. Mark in San Diego with a $20 super chat. 280 dots in one play or across multiple plays. Does that mean something to you?
It's one play, Mark.
280 dots in one play.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I know what he means. Is that a video game term?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. In one play. 280 dots in one play, everybody. Thanks, Mark, for getting that.
If Mark wants to tell what that is, it's fine.
Yeah. Mark, if you want to email me with what it is, I'm here.
Yeah. So what I heard Chad say is don't share anything publicly. Send directly to Mike, the guy that figured out the.
Well, K-Pro was going to put all the Easter eggs in a PowerPoint, and I'm like, I don't know.
I mean, listen, whatever gets made public domain, I want public domain. You know what I'm saying? And I really, that's why I'm very, I'm sensitive to that. And so I want, when it is public, that's why I've set up the format I've set up. That's why I'm trying to be available, you know, not only in Discord, but also more so I do better this way in this kind of format, you know. So
and it's kind of a classic debate. Like some people share all of their solves, some people share nothing, some people do it only privately. Like in TTI, I shared a lot of the crossword. Some people were frustrated that I shared it publicly. Some people said, thank you for sharing it. Now I'll give you something. And so there's kind of a pro and con, and everybody has to decide. And so, we have 5 of the Easter eggs. And I'm like, let's put them on a PowerPoint. And Mike's like, hold on, let's breathe for like a day. This hasn't even been going on like a week and a half. So hold on a second.
Well, and I mean, you know what I think is really awesome is like, I do like it when people share. Don't get me wrong. I mean, but when you ask me the question, if it's beneficial, well, then, you know, it is what it is. I mean, ultimately, you know, I think that we got some people in the group that are, you know, this is one thing I had given a lot of consideration to. When you're building something, and you're going to make a new car. Well, they lend their hand, if you will, as we move through these next stages. And so, again, level 1's supposed to be easy.
Right.
It's supposed to be easy.
We haven't found the boss yet, but it's there. So somebody can find it tonight.
You're just moving you're adjusting your controller.
Yeah.
You're just getting yourself kind of settled into it. Yeah. I mean, I love it. Like I actually, yeah.
You know what? When someone wins however many gazillions of dollars on this hunt, I can never say to my kid again, get off video games. It'll never make you any money. I can never say that again, ever.
Yeah. So Nemo, yes, Chad and his son are coders, and they did the website themselves, right, Chad?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. That is right. Do we need the power glove? Somebody asked.
Well, Power Glove didn't come out in the 80s, so maybe 89. Maybe 91, 89. I don't know. I can't remember.
Now, somebody else wanted actually a serious question is they were like, should they hook up a controller of some kind to their computer? And not yet, but maybe in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, 1000%.
Oh, we got to look for storage units with these old videos.
I was going to say the storage units that have all of like the Nintendo big boxes, all of that stuff. Mike always is looking for, and I'm like, when will we ever go back to those video games? And they have the controllers and all. Oh, we're getting some new storage units. I can tell.
Pac-Man was sure a famous game back then, wasn't it, Estes? That's true. All right. There's so many ways that Chad could have done this. Pretty interesting.
I think, and that's a part of the game is like getting the pieces that you need to play.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And again, like I told Emma and Jam, maybe if you're a sit-at-homer and you're just trying to figure out clues and you're not really big in the games, maybe this isn't the hunt for you. And maybe it's not like necessarily anything that you think is attractive or fun. Maybe you don't think crypto is going to be a real thing. All these things. I mean, that's fine. I mean, that's what you can do. But I mean, the game is going to be the game. Like I do think it's going to be really hard to find this object and the rock. And I do think it's going to take a significant amount of time. I'm just curious, like, what that time is, like, is it going to be some crazy speed run of like a year and somebody figures it out and then the game's over with? Or am I going to be able to get through, 7, 8, 9 levels? You know what I'm saying? So, that was sort of the part of the game, right? Because again, we're giving away a significant amount between that time and
right.
Okay, you said it's more than 5, and then not over 10. 9 is Force number 9 clues. I think we're going to 9. Force spends levels 9. It's going to bring it all home. Millions and billions and quadrillions of dollars. Okay, that's my guess.
I'm not going to say quadrillions, but I mean, I really believe in the projects that are there, and I really want to insulate the finder. I really think that's what Forrest was trying to do.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I have this belief, I could be wrong, but I have this belief that they knew that Forrest was, passing away or getting ready to go on and be with, whatever belief he had. And the family just urged him, right? Papa, like, you can't. I actually think maybe Forrest knew for a minute that it was gone. I really believe that, right? And having given it a lot of thought, but he just allowed the enigma to kind of be there because that's just who he was, right? What did he say? He said something like, you want them to know you how they think they know you, or something. He said something along those lines one time, and it just kind of stuck with me. But for me personally, I don't want it to be 1,000 years. I want it to end, and I don't want to be messed with when I'm freaking 75 years old or even 65 years old. I mean, I wanted to put an end date on it, but I also didn't want to have any Jack Stews. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to make a hunt that you couldn't necessarily cheat.
Well, now asking that, I don't want to say if you die. Let's say if you decide to go to Mars and live there, and we can't communicate with you, do you have the finder would just find it and be done, right? There's not any piece you need to do, or do you have a successor or a steward or a whatever?
Right. I have my family They know. They know. They don't know where it is. I promise you, there is no other brain except what's sitting behind Smokey that knows where the sucker is. Okay.
Okay.
All right. But there are instructions, and we have lawyers, and
Got it.
things will be done right.
So you do have legal. The legal aspect has been looked at. There are some.
1,000%. Like,
nice.
And the thing of it is, Mike, is that technically it's illegal to hide anything.
Unless you go down the abandoned property route that I think Justin did to try and make it legal. But yes, I understand what you're saying.
So, but it's really hard when you're monetizing something, which is this hunt is not. This is a hobby hunt.
Right.
Okay. You really get yourself stuck in some woods there. And I didn't want to do that to myself or to anybody else. And I've been cued in on words to use. I fell at it sometimes. Okay. It's not a prize, it's a giveaway.
Yeah.
So working on that. So yes, there's definitely I was trying to track back what you were asking me. There's definitely a plan in case the old Chad Bird crosses his rainbow bridge.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you a couple video game related questions.
Go ahead.
If you don't want to spoil, if you don't want any spoilers, you don't have
to
answer. But
if I know it, I'll answer. Any
good video game has a leaderboard, right?
True. That's true. That's good. That's a good thing.
Right.
Yeah. So insinuating who might win, or who might be ahead, like. So I'll take Forrest, for example, right? So he knew that somebody had gotten real close. And so he had kind of said like, oh yeah, man, if I told that old gal, she'd be tearing up the countryside. She had said something like that, right?
Yeah. Everybody thought Stephanie or Cynthia. Yes.
Yeah. But with this game, because it's so, there's no real way to score it, I guess is the best way to put it.
So what about the person who defeats the boss? Could that be on a leaderboard?
Oh yeah, I mean that. Yeah, I'm going to let people know who it is. Absolutely,
and it could be.
I don't have to tell them that. I'm going to let people know that it's been beaten. And you check. Okay, so like let's say, and I'm giving this thought too. Like let's say that somebody beats it, they have you'll know the rules. And so once you find it, you'll know the rules. But and the rules are set in place to kind of be like anti-bot and anti they're formats that people would use in gaming today to know that someone actually did it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then
there's a way to like verify no cheaters kind of thing.
Correct. Exactly.
Now, what if we're like 5-10 years from now, and let's just say, because I know it's not in the location, let's say you hit it at 9 Mile Hole. And you've had people emailing you that they've been at 9 Mile Hole for years. Mm-hmm. Would you say somebody's been within 200 feet? Like Justin's already said, I mean,
no.
Cryptically, but
no.
Will you say if somebody's close? No. Okay. No. Okay.
No, I mean, to me, no, because I'm already sunsetting the day. Like Justin's is not really built to have like a sunset. I mean, I think he's going to start dropping more and more clues. Because I don't think that he wants this to run forever either. I think, he has, his motives and I don't know what all those are because I'm not in his brain, but I do just from seeing him and listening to him, I do feel like he's going to ensure that it has like what I would consider a reasonable sunset day. I could be wrong. Again, I'm never even talking to the guy, but that's just
like a self-governed one. You have a set one everyone knows up front.
Absolutely.
He has one that we did a hunt that we thought was only going to last a month. It lasted 6 months. So we just started dropping clues because it made it a foot race then. Mm-hmm. So you have it already into your hunt. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I did that again, like trying to give it a little thought, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well, can levels be skipped like in Mario?
No.
And every game usually has a cheat code or some kind of a back door. What do you say?
I mean, I think like a lot of that is, figuring out again, you got these guys that are, I'm not going to say they're not smart because they are smart guys, but just trust that going through, I would say after level 3, it's not going to be as easy.
Now, is it going to be so hard we can't deal with it, or just the cheaters aren't going to be able to cheat, but like an
Correct.
average person that doesn't know, like, okay, I know a little bit.
I'll tell you, I'll stop you. I made it to where I knew that people were going to end up inspecting, because all I got to do is open an inspection page.
Yeah.
Here, I already knew they were going to do that. Right.
Yeah.
And so, and what that also does, it helps me draw out, draw them out and know who's doing it. So, come on, buddy. You know what I mean? This is a game. Huh?
Do you consider it cheating?
No, I love it. That's
part of the game.
Like I told you, it's a part of the game. The game evolves. Like I actually really do like it. And it gives me more consideration as we move forward. And something to consider, better said. Whereas, like, sort of Justin's is kind of static, and we have to wait on if he's going to, give us a clue. Same way with Forrest, I mean, I really wanted this to evolve into something that's just its own unique thing. That makes sense? Because I feel like Forrest was his own.
It is its own unique thing already. Yeah, for sure.
Well, my kids were already really getting excited about this one coming up, but we're going retro. We're going storage units, getting all the old stuff back. Yeah. I played Zelda a little bit. Gosh, I can't even remember what I played. I'm that old. Well,
Tetris is a good one from the 90s.
Oh, I love Tetris.
Yeah. You got to be careful with Tetris, though. Oh, man.
There was one, Mike Tyson, and it was like a boxing one.
Yeah, Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Knockout. Yeah, Punch Out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was the other thing. So to be very clear, right now tonight, somebody could find the boss for level 1. It's out there waiting.
Oh yeah. It's
right there, everybody.
Well, there's two bosses for level 1.
Two bosses. They're there. It's not like Chad.
One is there. One is there.
And then you beat him probably to get to the next one. Yeah. Okay. And then a technical question: when you find the rock and you find the TREZOR wallet, it's a key, like a Bitcoin key, to access that wallet. Is that how it works?
So you'll need to download the TREZOR suite.
Yeah.
Onto your computer, and then you hook it up, and you see what you got.
Okay. Gotcha. So the key is probably with the rock then, in order to access.
Well, it is. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
So I've said to Mike, I don't know crypto very well, and I've said to Mike, I don't think I would ever own crypto, and he has a wallet and all of that. This will be my first time if I find it. You can get a new person into crypto. And
to be clear, it isn't just the treasure that's in it, because some of the projects are not native to a treasure, so they have their own native.
I see. And that info will be in there. Gotcha. Okay.
It's on they're on their own jump drive.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Well, you have put a lot of thought into this. Yeah. And I think when you first brought this out and people were like, 5 years, why would, let's just wait 5 years, but no, it's a game and it's happening right now and you can actually solve it right now. So I think everybody should be excited, whether you were into video games or not. And, get on the website and start poking around. Let's see if we can figure something out.
Well, and that's the one clarification I want to make. A lot of people have said to me, this is going to take 15 years. I'm out. No, my opinion, what Chad has said is if no one figures it out in 15 years, and there's a lot of gamers and a lot of people, I'm going to make it a foot race because all 5 of them will be out and you guys have another way to solve it.
Right.
And Chad hasn't said this part, but I'm going to say it. But if enough people work on it, and especially if we share maybe a little bit here and there, we can advance it. It could be done in a year or 2 or 3 or tomorrow, which I know is probably impossible, but we're already making progress, and that's pretty cool. So I think that people's notion that, it's going to take 15 years. No, it's only going to take 15 years if no one solves it and it is in the higher.
Right. So, I mean, I just don't want to be 65 and dicking with people.
Right. You're like, I got to make another video. I made 100. Yeah. Right.
What did you say one more time?
You're like, I got to make another YouTube video. I've already made 100. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. However many weeks between now and then, like I'm very dedicated to it, and
nice.
I just, I think people will find it interesting. The journey I've been on,
right?
And I think that's sort of where I'm at with it. I want to bond with people, and there's healing in it all, and man, I couldn't be more sincere about. Letting people know that, I had a guy email me today and talking about some of his mental health issues and how, trying to solve some of these puzzles and things, really help him stay focused on the positive things in life. And that, that person's listening, I want to encourage you, buddy. Just keep head down. I mean, then listen, I say this. Forrest knew only one person could find that one main prize, right?
Right.
But he built friendships, lifelong up until the end type friendships.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of where I'm at with this. I know that ultimately the quote unquote game will end, but I do want this to be a game. I want more people to be involved. I want it to be, and like I was saying, those fellows, okay, I get it. Like I'm just looking, I'm pumped. Like, I mean, I have the resources now in life to be able to do, to do this. And I think,
and the depth that you've put in, this is not just one riddle. Not that one riddle is bad, but that's how we think of treasure hunts. You take the riddle, you take the map, you go to it.
Exactly.
This is levels and interactive, and you do the little thing where you're like tempting those people that are trying to find it different ways. You're like, I got this. That is like a thing to watch in itself. The human behavior side of treasure hunting is very interesting as well.
Absolutely.
So, love it all.
Yeah.
Love it.
And in the end, there will be a social experiment in the end, and and we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
All right. One of the last questions. Billie Jean's got a good question. Is the game complete and done, or is it being changed as we go? Do the players shape the game a little bit?
Oh, players 1,000% shape the game.
No, like I'm saying, just said there's a social experiment at the end of this. What does that mean?
Well, we're not.
We got to find out.
Oh, wow.
We got to find out.
So, but I will say there's a lot to look forward to with this. It's going to be fun, and that's the main thing about all this is that hey, we're building things that that we can enjoy for the years to come. It isn't just a static point. You know what I'm saying? And again, no offense to those guys who, I wrote a book and you don't have to be a genius to read a book. Well, okay, well, all right, well, fine, bud. But, or, even Justin's is out there near those talus formation in Yellowstone. I just haven't figured out where yet. You know what I'm saying? Because my solution is correct, right?
That's right.
Just a joke. But, no, I want it to be very interactive. I want this to run for a while, and I think that it will make its own life. Again, I want to overemphasize that nobody knows where it's at. Nobody's going to pay you a ransom for me if you kidnap me, because, I mean, I'm, whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
Let's not get into it that deep. Hopefully that's not part of it.
Okay, I do want to say this, and I'm saying it to Mike, but Chad, you weigh in if you want.
Yep.
We're at the very first stage, and Mike, some people in chat are saying, I can't even figure out how to start.
Right.
Why don't you share the first 5 maybe on our next show? Chad's already said, this isn't going to get you to the end of level 9 or 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe it shows people it's not like once Mike showed me a couple of them, I was like, oh, that's not that hard. And it's not, but you have to figure it out. So I think it might give some early momentum to get more people involved. And then we've shared a penny and then everyone has to share a penny back. See, Mike?
Yeah.
So Tobiah, you don't really start, meaning a lot of people, because you put on the website, press start.
Yeah. But you press enter and start.
Yeah. You're just hitting enter to go to the website, but there's some Easter eggs people have found. We don't know where this boss is yet, but I think a lot of people are going to be working on it now.
I think Mark in San Diego knows where it's at.
You think so? Is he one of the leaders?
I mean, he's one of the guys I'm bringing.
Because of the question he asked?
Buddy.
Because of the questions he asked? All right.
They're dancing.
Oh, there it is. That was a super chat,
too. All right.
280 dots.
I love that he gave you guys. Like, I love it when people just like. I mean, that guy seems really chill. He seems very dude. He loves treasure.
I'm sure there's going to be some very smart people working on your website. So we'll see.
Yeah. But again, we're at level 1, guys.
Right. It's level 1. It's supposed to be easy. So you wouldn't be surprised maybe if somebody hit the boss by tomorrow, right? Maybe.
Okay, so I play poker. I don't know if you guys play poker. I think you guys play poker, actually. In 2019, I actually met this kiddo named Michael Rocco. I don't know if you know who that is or not.
Marco
but
Rocco. Okay.
Yeah, he introduced me to the guy who actually has coached me His name's Alex Foxen. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but
Alex Fox,
yeah.
yep.
So he's actually, we built a pretty good friendship over the years. But what I'm getting to with poker is like, if what I built as far as the quote unquote bosses go is too much of a challenge, just like with a bad beat, they'll move it down.
Yeah.
I will like
Oh, I see.
in this, bring it to a certain level. But yeah, so like, I would say that it's not going to start out in easy mode in the sense we'll go from hard mode all the way down to like,
Yeah. Because you can always adjust. If it's too easy,
I'll click it back. So
you can adjust. Yeah, that's.
But I'm going to give it time.
Yeah.
Because in the end, like you can't. It's like your kid. You know what I mean? They want to have a gift. They want, I want it right now. I have a friend who seriously cannot wait until Christmas Day for their kids to get their presents, and the kids just bug them, and they're always like, "Oh, okay, here's December the 6th. Here's all your Christmas presents."
Christmas
You know
Eve,
what I'm talking about?
open everything. Yeah.
We're 19 days away, bro. Like, no, like you're supposed to wait. Waiting is part of the game.
But I want it.
Exactly. So, I mean, I'll kind of gauge that. We'll kind of see where it goes. And,
Okay.
but yeah, so and if people pay attention to the poker scene, they'll actually see me across, some streams coming into the next year. I did,
Are you
I did the
playing
lodge.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, like,
Nice. Okay.
I did that with Birdman, the Mr. Batman guy, Birdman's girlfriend.
It's gonna be
Do
fun
you know
to watch.
Doug Polk?
I don't know him. No, I don't know him per se. Cinnabon. Yeah, I already did it. Like I went on in like July or
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, did you see that Alex Voxen was in a $10 million hand? You did the heads up.
Almost 12 million. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was dying, and it's like it's on it. Yeah, it's a little much.
Yeah, he's on a whole. That dude is on a whole different level. None of us are going to be on.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe he had it on the draw, and he's like 6 million. I'm like, you're on a draw. Like I'm dying, but wow, yeah.
And listen, that guy. This is the honest truth. Is one of the most genuine people on earth. He and Chrissy are the most genuine people you're ever gonna meet. They do not have some crazy big head like some of these guys do. He is not that guy, man. He has been a sweetheart to me. We chop it up typically once a week. Right now he's overseas, so I won't tell all his business. But yeah, we chop it up some and
So you're playing on one of the streams? Are you playing in one of the tournaments?
Oh, I played the lodge back in July.
Okay.
So then this next year, I'm going to try to get on Champions, and then I'll come back to the lodge too again.
Nice.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just throwing their names out there because if some people in the community are poker players.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, man. I really appreciate you guys having me on. If anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to Cake or throw them into the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys, are ever in like the chat and people have questions, if you don't mind, throw them in because I do want to answer them because again, this is a very interactive type thing. And
we're trying to put them all in the one spot in the Discord where it's questions only, guys. Like, don't go back and forth and banter because we want to make it as easy on you for taking the time to do it, so you don't have to scroll back through. When this really gets going, you're going to have, like Justin's hundreds and hundreds of posts a day. So the questions, we put it in a subcategory. And I'll make sure to tag Cake and make sure she knows about it. She's on our Discord. And then anything we see here, I'll try to dump over there. So there's kind of one spot for you guys to kind of streamline it a little bit.
And I appreciate that.
Thank you so much for coming on. We know you did. This is the third show you've done today.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
thank you.
I can talk until the cows come home, man. Yeah. I just know y'all have soccer, so I'll let you get going.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we do. All right.
First to the key, first to the egg.
All right, last question. Did you play Dungeons and Dragons as a kid?
I didn't.
You did not?
No, so like I told Froggy, when I was smaller, I'm actually legal deaf. I don't have any bones in my ears at all.
Oh, okay.
I have parts of the organ, but I've had like 44 surgeries in my life. And when I was smaller, I had this syndrome. It's called Stickler syndrome, where you have too much collagen in your body, and so therefore it makes your bones kind of form weird. And so I have a cleft palate, and my eustachian tubes are backwards, and so therefore I would have these cholesteatomas that would just kind of get in my ear, and doctors had to go in and cut my ear open and scoop them all out and stuff like that. And unfortunately, through that whole process, I lost all the bones in my middle ear, and I do have what you would consider an eardrum, but it just my anatomy is strange. But where I was going with that is that I was very weird, to say the least, as a kid, and it wasn't like anybody was gonna really. I wouldn't have been able to communicate with them anyways. With regard to Dungeon Dragons,
and that's why the video game solo. You're playing video games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. You got it. You're nailing it right on the head.
All right. Here's the website one more time, everybody. And on the Discords, we do have of course, we have a channel, and I think I'll set up an Easter egg channel for those that want to share.
Oh, nice.
Want to discuss different Easter eggs that they may have found, or may have a idea that something's there. And it would be really interesting to see what the first big boss is. So this will be a lot of fun.
Well, this first one's not the big boss.
Oh, a boss. But let me ask you this: when somebody defeats that boss, can the rest of us go play it? Just because?
Yeah, 1000%.
Good.
So
good.
I will end up. So I will end up taking the stages, and the games of the stages, and they will end up having their own. I'm debating, because I want the site to always be fast, and so be responsive, if you will. So I'm debating on how I'm going to archive those for people to go back, even years to come. One of the dumb things that I've done is I buy URLs, domains. I buy them. Like, I have this. It's stupid how many I have.
That's great.
So I'll take one of those probably in an archive in the games, so that people, the quote unquote bosses, so that people can go, play them in the future.
Okay, very last question, then we'll wrap up.
Yeah.
That's for Max. Chad, someone said you were a Freemason. Is that true?
Is that true?
I'm not a Freemason.
No. Okay.
I will say that my great granddad and my granddad were both part of the Masonic Lodge. I am not. I don't have anything against Freemasons or anything. I just I'm just not a part of that social order.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
All right.
Okay.
Not a Freemason.
Very gracious with your time. Thank you again.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for hosting.
Yeah.
Chad Bird, everybody. A big ride, maybe even the biggest ride in the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park. We'll see as things play out, but definitely not just a ride. It's a game. You know how the carnival games at the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park, they have the games. This is a big game, everybody. So you don't want to be left behind. All right.
So excited. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. And now I'm starting to understand the scope of what you've done. I'm really excited.
Yeah, that's cool.
I love it.
All right. Thanks, Chad. We appreciate it. Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you for having me.
Thank you for the super chats. And we will see everybody Thursday at our normal time. We'll see. You might talk K-Pro into putting all the Easter eggs in a PowerPoint, everybody. Go hit her up on Discord. You never know.
Oh, no. Easy now. It's easy.
Right. Or maybe not.
Nothing like a sidekick PowerPoint, right?
That's right. All right, everybody. Take it easy. We'll see you next time. Thanks, Chad.